Let me tell you why you're here. You're here because you know something. What you know you can't explain, but you feel it. You felt it your entire life.
Hats. Yep.
I'm not even ready.
I don't care. How you going?
You're gonna fall asleep.
I'm tired.
Hello.
How are
Sorry.
we doing?
I'm good. I'm really good. You're not.
I'm tired.
Well, this is gonna be...
This morning I went to a basically a man-made aqua park thing with inflatable
ladies.
so I wish slides and
Slides, yeah, okay.
and rope swings and all that kind of stuff, and a lot of fun, but it's not for a 40-year-old man. You don't come out of it lightly.
Yeah.
Or very agile anyway.
I did that in the pool. Did you see me in the pool? That's where we were at the pool.
You axed yourself,
did
didn't you?
a massive jump and then came down on the kidneys and hurt myself. Like, what's wrong? Like, I'm just old. It's terrible. It's terrible. I don't want to be old.
But you remember people saying, "Oh, when you get old, you make more noises getting up," and like, that's funny. It's fucking true.
Yeah, no, it's like when you make a noise, making a noise getting out of a beanbag is bad enough, but making a noise getting into a beanbag is the worst. You're like, oh, finally taking the weight off my own bones. Anyway, I should be fitter than that, so I need to try harder.
I've started CrossFit. Did I tell you that?
Yes.
That's another reason I think I'm knackered. I'm super sore.
It's good. You liked it though.
I really liked it, but it's one of those things. It's like when I went the first time, and I finished. I'm like, yeah, that was awesome. And then I was looking forward to the next one, but you're looking forward to it. But when you're there in the middle of it, you're like, what the fuck am I doing? This is ridiculous. Like drenched with sweat.
Do they pair you with one other person or something, and you go around and like motivate you?
Well, it's not like a circuit thing. You literally, like, you're a group of 10 or whatever, and they just say, do this, do that, and sometimes you pair up and just to do. And then the good thing is, there's a rest break. You get like a 2-minute rest.
Wow.
What do they call
minutes.
it? Yeah, I know. High intensity, like interval training or whatever they call it.
Yeah. People love it though.
So hard. It's great. I can see why people love it.
Is it a bit of a cult? It's a bit of a maxi, CrossFit maxis and beef maxis and Bitcoin maxis. You're just going down maxi land. That's what you're going to be.
Maybe. I'm just trying to be more Bitcoiner. Can you stop touching the microphone, please?
I was trying to get it to the right height, because I constantly. Why does yours seem to work sideways and mine doesn't work sideways?
Because this is a condenser mic that has different switches. So I've got the front of this pointed, or the thing switched to point to just me. So on this side, on the other side, it doesn't pick up as well. It's just a far better mic than that one.
I know I asked the
question.
I'm
not giving you
really
the
care
good
what the
one.
answer was, because I knew. Well, I kind of did, but I was like, I know I'm not going to listen, or at least I know I'm not going to. When somebody starts talking, you just sort of think, I really know.
I shouldn't have asked that.
Yeah, I'm not really interested in my question. It wasn't my fault. Sorry, man.
No.
I
love that our relationship is at a point where we're just totally honest with each other.
I'm not listening to you right now. Like, I know you're talking, and I know you're looking at me, and I know it's sincere.
Yeah.
But I don't care.
So all those kind of genuine looking nods, you weren't genuine at all.
No, the nod with the Star Trek nods.
No.
Yeah, you do, with Kirk and Spock.
I've never watched the only Star Trek.
The meme. I'm not a Star Trek guy. I don't know anything.
Oh
about Star Trek.
I love the Doctor, and that's
Who's
awesome.
It's Spock and
no, it's not Spock. It's Kirk and
Kirk. Guess what it is?
Doctor
William Shatner.
Yeah, I can't think of the Doctor's name.
Scotty. No,
he's the guy in the.
Who is it?
I don't even watch Star Trek, and I know. He's the Doctor. He's the grumpy Doctor.
Oh, okay, well, anyway, he's a good meme. I
anyway,
like it.
Sorry, any Star Trek fans out there?
Nah, fuck him.
Yeah,
it's rubbish.
No, you hang on. You know what is good? I haven't watched much Star Trek, but the newer movies with Christopher Pine and I don't know who else. You gotta like sci-fi. I like sci-fi and fantasy. And shit.
I don't like fantasy. I'm okay on sci-fi.
Oh, I watched Interstellar. Finally, have you seen that?
Yeah,
didn't like it.
Yeah, I can't even remember what happened. So it couldn't have been that good.
He went to space.
Who did?
Matthew McConaughey. It was like they had to save the Earth, but then he had to go through a wormhole, and there was like a time thing up in space. They age. I mean, they don't age. Or time on Earth goes much, much quicker, depending on where they are, and they're trying to do it quickly and get back. And his kids age, and everyone dies. There you go. Spoiler alert. No, it's not. That's not Martian. That's not true.
The Martian was good.
That was fantastic.
But Yeah, I don't know.
Are we avoiding talking about the tanking Bitcoin price?
Well, we're not. We just can't get on Bitbo to make it work and find out what the price is. So the price could be up 40%. We don't know.
Who knows, Bitbo?
What's happening, Bitbo?
You know what? It works fine on desktop.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, it's quick. It's quick and fine on desktop. But on I have an iPhone and you have an Android.
I would like to formally apologise to Bitbo because my phone's not working.
Well, strangely,
there you
nor
go.
is mine. Oh, we're up to. We've just hit.
Give us a $50,000.
$50,000. Oh, no, and back down to 49 in Aussie. Yeah, let me do it.
Yeah, that's good. I would, sorry, Bitbo. I'm not having a go at Bitbo. I'm going to keep saying it till it's working again, but I do love it, and I do feel like I'm cheating on Clark because he was my first love, but it doesn't do Clark Moody dashboard. Go check out if you haven't before.
It is good.
But what Clark doesn't do is the intercurrency check. You can. I think it's just US dollar.
Okay,
it's
right.
brilliant. It's a brilliant dashboard. But Clark, put the currencies on, man.
All right. Just so I have one ready, and you're not throwing me a curveball.
Okay.
I've got.
Do you not know your currencies? Do you want me to test you? What's
no. Yeah, go on.
Well, I'm going to test myself now. Nigerian Naira? Is it the Naira in Nigeria?
Yeah. Aren't you asking me the question?
yeah. Sorry.
Test me.
What about the Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I didn't quite think that through.
No, you didn't.
What about?
You weren't listening to me. Is that what it was?
What did they have in Slovenia? Are they on the euro?
Slovenia is not here.
Oh, so they're probably on the euro. Sorry, Slovenia. What about? I'm just like hitting. There's 200 countries in the world, and I can't think of one of them. What about Tonga?
I don't reckon Tonga's going to be here either.
God. Right, okay, let's go somewhere a bit more mainstream. What about India? What's happening in India today?
That's the rupee, isn't it? Or rupee? Mm-hmm. Oh, here we go. Yes, rupee. The Indian rupee is 2,654,239.
Up. Is it?
Down 0.32%.
0.32. Well, that's nothing compared to the carnage of the last week or month or whatever. 3 months probably.
No, that's right. That's right.
I love it. I could not be more bullish than I am. I've never been more bullish than I am right now.
Really?
I was. Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I just came driving home. I saw a rainbow in the sky. I'm like, we're going on a pod. We're going to solve the world. And I'm like, I love when the price tanks because all these scammers bugger off and it's just left with diamond hands and anybody who's forming their diamond hands. And I love it.
But that's the best thing too, I find, is, and I think I've said before, I've got a shitcoin wallet and I love just checking them going down.
Yeah. I mean, I understand that and it's good to dunk on them. But the Bitcoin does go down too, so let's not pretend it doesn't.
No. It seems it's like I guess it's market leader or whatever. It's more resilient. You know what I mean?
It is the dog and everything else. That's a bad analogy. I was going to say something like everything follows Bitcoin, right?
No, go with the dog one. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know where I was going. So yeah, so if Bitcoin, but there is going to be a time. It's not going to be today, where everything just loses all the value and Bitcoin doesn't. And do you know how at that day I'll be even more bullish than I am today?
Yeah. Because
that is going to be a great day.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to just like, I don't know, sit back, put my feet up, get a drink and like toast my genius. Like, that's what I'm going to do at that point.
Do you think that a lot of these people that have bought shitcoins and are shitting themselves and are selling and dumping and doing what they're doing, do you think they're, in their mind, they're kind of going, I've got to go somewhere. I should go into Bitcoin?
Good question. So, I think anybody who has done a bit of work and listen, when you're bullshitting somebody, right? You know you're doing. When you're telling us, you're out for dinner and there's 10 people around the table and it's Brendo's time to tell a story. And you tell a story and you just amp it up a little bit. You know, like 20%, and every time it's just bullshit. And then every time you tell that story thereafter, it gets even more.
Yeah, I've never been able to tell a story, and I'm not an embellisher, but I do know what you mean. I do know people like that.
Me.
Are you? Yeah,
totally. But
do you fish?
Do I fish? No,
my fish was this big.
No, I don't.
Do you have sex?
No,
my dong was this big. No.
Certainly was a guy with a dong that's that big. That's ridiculous. Back to the dongs.
That was full circle.
well, what are we talking about? Shitcoins.
Sorry.
So I
a
think
dong
people who have-
derailing.
I think. Oh, they got a picture of. No, I don't want to tell you. I think anybody who's so if you're bullshitting people, you know it, and even in your gut, you know it, right? You know it. So when you what am I trying to say? Like, I think any shitcoiner that's done a little bit of work, they know, they do know.
But then why are they?
Because
they're going for the short term gains.
Yeah, their time preference is awful. So here's the thing, people. Shitcoins are going. Some shitcoins are going to go up in value, and some are going to go up quickly, right?
I think a lot of them have in the last 12 months.
And some there are. What would you say? Like, I struggle to say the words use cases, but there are some of them are looking to address things, right? And if the person who's buying that shitcoin think it's addressing that thing, then they're going to be bullish on it. But what I think that the bit that they don't understand is what it's built on piece, right? You know, like the whole, if you can build the Taj Mahal, but if it's on sand, it's, you know, the first wave that comes in, it's knocking it over.
Yep.
I appreciate I just put the Taj Mahal beside the sea.
Yep.
So I don't know what it is. But anyway, so they're the ones who have done any work at all, I think they know, and they probably will look to flee. When they flee to something, I don't see them fleeing back to, you know, gold.
No, or are they just going to shit themselves and say, all right, I'm out. I'll either take my gains or I'll cut my losses and just go back to the
there'll be plenty of
fiat
that.
life.
There'll be plenty of that.
Yeah. Although, I mean, you would argue shitcoiners are in the full fiat mind, or they are in the full fiat mindset anyway. They're doing it to make fiat gains. They're not doing it to change the world.
Absolutely, it's the somebody had a tweet about that today. It's the mission is greater than the money. Right,
that's a good one.
The mission is, but then the responses by, you know, some plebs are saying, well, the mission is the money, you know, and that, which is also true. But once you realize, once you realize why you're here, and as long as you don't overextend yourself, it's really tempting. I know, when you can see, like, if you've got, you know, let's say you got $1,000 worth of Bitcoin, and you've done your work and you can see where this is going. It's really tempting to go, you know, get a 5x, 10x, 20x leverage and chuck it on, because you know it's going up. But the problem is, it might tank before it does.
Yeah.
Right? So, and those people, it's not nice to see those people getting wiped. So people need to learn, don't use leverage unless you really understand what you're doing, and it should be a small percentage of your total. Like, if you want to take $100 and go 100x leverage just on a pure punt, that's not a bad punt.
Yeah.
I mean, but be prepared to lose the $100.
Yeah.
But you know, if you just pick your right day, that could be a good idea, right?
Yeah.
But it's just trying to take the shortcut, right? It's hard. It's
human nature, though. Like, even
try to do the easiest thing.
Exactly. Easiest thing, shortest way to a destination. You know what I mean? Like, you're walking somewhere, you know, you're not necessarily following a footpath. If it goes that way and you want to go, you know, it goes right, you want to go left. You'll just cut across the grass.
Cut across path.
I don't know.
It's like how the designers designed it, or something. It's got the two, like, concrete paths going at a right angle, and then there's a dirt walkway where people have obviously just cut off the corner.
Exactly.
That's humans.
Yeah.
That's what we do. We're pathetic.
No. But you would
Do you think that's a good idea?
I think, well, yeah. Like, that's. Why would you be dumb enough to walk along? You know what I mean? If it's a right angled path, why would you go right and then now I turn left?
Okay, so like the Bitcoin is the concrete that goes to a right angle and turns, and it takes longer, right? Ethereum is this dirty path that you're about to take. But
don't say that.
But
I don't like that, because I like the dirt path.
Yeah, I know, because you're a shitcoin. No, but the difference is, you know, there's also, I know, tigers either side of the path.
Yeah.
And the path might fall apart, and somebody might just tonight decide to make the path longer.
Yep.
Or, you know, all that.
And 70% pre-paths. All around it.
70% of the path is owned by somebody who might decide to, you know, take it back.
Yeah, that's right.
And you're just left in the middle. Well, yeah, I need to shut up about this. But like all that. What's it called? Working smart, not hard. Well, I believe in working smart and hard. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I mean, working smart is clever, right? You know, if you're gonna, but if you're not prepared to put in the effort either, you deserve nothing. As the whole Jordan quote, you know, why did I'm going to butcher this as well, but like, you know, why did you miss 10,000 shots in your career? Because I took 45,000. Because I just get.
I went straight to Jordan Peterson.
Yeah, so he's prepared to take. He's learning. He's putting in the work. The proof of work, right?
While we're on Jordan, did you see Jordan Peterson is on Joe Rogan
tomorrow?
Is it tomorrow? I just saw a thing saying, "Oh yeah, see you Monday."
See you Monday or something. It'd be great.
Well, it won't be tomorrow when this pod's out. So, how was Jordan?
Oh, it was wonderful. I don't know. Yeah, it should be good. But I would love to see Safedine on there, because Safedine on Rogan.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how much
Sailor.
Yeah, I don't know how much Bitcoin Jordan's going to talk about, to be honest, on Rogan.
Yeah, we'll wait and see. But he is clearly falling down the hole. It's good. And when you get a guy who's such a great, you know, such a thinker, but also he just processes it. Did you see the one with the book club when who was it? That would have been like,
Richard James.
Was it Richard?
I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah.
And then and Gigi and John Ballas and
yeah.
somebody, Eric. Maybe?
I didn't
can't remember who the fourth one was, but the speed at which Peterson processed that information was like, oh my god, you just did that live on screen, and that took me 4 years.
Yeah, really?
Like, yeah, oh mate, it's off the charts good. You need to, if you've not watched that, you should.
But you know what? You could argue Jim Cramer on Pomp. Did you listen to that one?
No, I've not any time for either of them.
No.
But do they bring something? Oh, Kramer doesn't.
No.
But Pomp does. If he's Pomp is like a gateway drug, right? And but he's not the main course. Where am I going with that?
I don't know. Back to dongs, by the sounds of it.
Back to your mind is fixated with dongs. I worry sometimes. I want to talk about podcast. I want to expose us for something we're not doing yet and should be. It's the podcast 2.0 stuff, and I said that was me, and I've not done it, and I'm going to, and I'm just waiting for a bit of time in my life to get it sorted. But what I want to know, and I don't think you have the answer, but I want to talk about it, is, you know how you can do the boost stuff? So you're listening to somebody's pod, you go listen to somebody's pod, and you think, that's a good idea, I want to boost at that point, right?
Boost it on Twitter or boost it on like...
No, boost through the podcasting app,
and
it can send you 5 sats or whatever, because somebody
likes it. Sorry,
So somebody can choose to stream sats for listening, or they can. This is rather than doing the advertising model, or maybe some people do both. But like, I guess the idea is the value for value model, where you don't push ads on people, you just push your stuff out there for free, and then if somebody likes it, they will appreciate that and by sending you 5 sats, 10 sats, whatever they want to send you, right? But what I would like to see is, because, and maybe this is because we do the interviews as well, is I'd like to see, like, there's you, me, and who was last on? Who do we have? Brisket, right? Now, I would like to have it where before we start a pod, we could set up Brisket as a third person, right? So when Brisket has the good idea, that's we don't own that good idea. That's his idea, and I want somebody to be able to boost the guest, not just the pod.
Yeah, true. You're talking about it live only, though. Or?
No, I don't think you have. No, I don't think it has to be. In fact, it definitely doesn't have to be. You can listen to a pod
and just
after having. Yeah. So it wouldn't be. So you can send. So Gigi and John were talking about this. Their last one for Sati, which is a good one if you haven't listened to it yet. Closing the Loop pod with John Ballas, and so but Gigi's talking about boostagrams where you can also send messages as well, so that would have to be live. So let's say we're talking absolute garbage and somebody wants to call us a couple of fucking idiots, well, they can send us 2 sats and Bodog, hey Bodog, and they can send us 2 sats and call Brendo an idiot, right? Because
it's me.
It's gonna be you.
Definitely me.
But yeah, so that's so that has to be live, right? So if you're going to send a message, and that would actually be really cool to get
like
a bit of feedback.
Matt and Marty, like they Or even BTC sessions. They've got, I mean, not the...
But they're doing, like, Ben's doing live on streaming on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Which is, daunting when you're sitting on the other end of the call.
Yeah.
But I just think that if you have it doesn't have to be Bitcoin, it could be anything. But if you have a guest on, you want to yes, you could be sending them to their writings or their work or whatever they do, but also it'd be good to have.
It's a good idea, definitely.
And I don't know if it's possible. So if anybody knows if it's possible, can you just DM me and tell me? And the other thing I wanted to know, you think it's a good idea? Better than the watch? Better than the crematorium. The
Crematorium's a great idea.
The crematorium is actually one of our most listened to pods. Believe it or not. Yeah.
Oh,
so that was
wow.
your idea. It's,
Probably not because of that.
Well, that was the title of the program.
Yeah. People like it, like death, morbid
People
curiosity.
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
Let's put dongs in this one and just see how it goes.
Yeah. Okay.
All the dongs. Actually, I think you did one of them.
Yeah,
something, and all the dongs.
Yeah.
Okay,
Somebody else has to come up with a name. Oh, well, obviously, it's not going to be you or me, but like,
yeah.
somebody has to because.
We had a few last week with brisket.
You weren't happy with what I went for.
I didn't know. I didn't say anything about it. I was fine with it. I don't even remember what the title was.
Oh no, it was brisket. The brisket.
Oh, he wanted brisket Skittles.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
And he was probably right, to be fair, which is frustrating. So that was one thing. What was the other thing?
Sorry, I think you started saying something.
The podcast. Yeah, I just want somebody, if they know if that's a possibility or whether if there was somebody's working on that, I'd really be interested in finding out more about that, because I want to have people on and I want them to, if they're coming on and providing value to people, they're the ones who should be rewarded for the value. Right?
Yeah, and not us mooching off them.
Exactly.
Good ideas.
Completely.
Yeah, very true.
And every now and again, even you might have a good idea and somebody might appreciate it.
Maybe. We'll see. I might get the sympathy tips.
Sympathy tip, yeah.
Leave Brendo alone.
Yeah.
Sats.
Yes. Follow him on OnlyFans. He does well over there.
Yeah.
You finished that already. Well done.
Yeah.
I need more.
Oh, look, I'm tired, but I can drink. I can always drink. Can I have another go?
Yeah, knock yourself out. Is anyone a Bitcoin maximalist? Is there anyone that is a Bitcoin maximalist?
Are you asking me that?
Yeah, I'm asking you.
Well, I would have to ask what your definition is of a Bitcoin maximalist to answer that.
I'll come back with you with your own question. What is a Bitcoin maximalist?
A Bitcoin, I guess my understanding of a Bitcoin maximalist is someone who is wholly and solely dedicated to Bitcoin and no other aspect. You know what I mean?
Like no other coin or
no
anything.
No other coin. So maximalist only wants Bitcoin. Will convert fiat into Bitcoin at any opportunity. Is possibly overly dismissive of anything outside of their own beliefs.
Yeah. No, that's
Yes?
yeah. I know. I just think that's the goal. I think that's what we're all trying to get to.
Yeah,
to be totally dismissive of everything outside of your own belief. But I
entirely
think
belligerent.
Yeah, I think that's that is the goal.
Yeah,
which is I don't know whether that's right.
So what's your question? Is
there anyone out there?
Is anyone a Bitcoin maximalist?
Because I don't believe anyone is.
Really?
I don't. I know there's
some... So you don't think you're a Bitcoin maximalist?
Well, I'm trying. I'm trying my hardest, and there are other people trying, and they're doing better than me.
Is that like saying, that saying that the stupid man thinks they know everything, and the smart man realizes they don't, or you know what I mean? That the one, like, or the wise man that knows they don't know everything. You know what I mean?
The more
Same thing.
The more you learn, the more you realize you don't.
You don't know that kind of thing. Yeah,
I suppose so.
That kind of idea.
Because, well, put it this way: like if you're, so I'm coming around to the way of thinking of is there something more that you could do in Bitcoin?
Of course,
right. So if there is, you're not a Bitcoin maximalist, in my opinion, right?
Yeah.
If you let's say you've got 90% in a Bitcoin, and you still hold some fiat because you want to serve, you want to live. You're not a Bitcoin maximalist because you. But I still argue that that's probably right now is not such a bad strategy. Yeah. Because when the price does tank, it's still nice to be able to eat every day. Yeah. But
so any sort of father parent pushing their child on a swing is not a Bitcoin maximalist because they're not listening to a pod or.
Oh well, maybe.
Well, I'm never going to be a Bitcoin maximalist.
Or should you give up listening to pods to go write or to go code or to go?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like,
yeah. Well, for me, I guess my next step is mining. I think.
Oh, that's
some
something I
way.
want to talk about. Can we talk about this?
Yeah, sure.
Can we?
Yeah. What?
Tell people what you've had done.
I just got a fuckload of solar on my roof, 13 kilowatts.
Okay, but tell people how much you're allowed to feed into the grid.
Oh, like I'm limited to 5 kilowatts a day.
Okay, so
Hang
just
on.
my crazy maths, that leaves you with 8.
Yep.
What are you going to do with those 8?
Some clothes washing and the dishwasher. But yeah, no. Look, the plan is. I mean, and this is a problem. Like
This is brand new. You just literally
Brand
had this
new,
done
like,
yesterday.
it
And you
was
sent me
on
sent me
Friday.
this video of your app, and I was incredibly jealous.
Yeah.
See,
I made a mistake actually because I sent you a thing saying my grid amount, but that must be a cumulative amount. So I mean, I've only had it 3 days. So I've had it literally 3 days, and I've put 40 kilowatts into the grid. I'm not getting them.
okay. So, and what have you used? Does it tell you your percentage of your, like how sustainable you are, or something like that? Does it tell you?
No, I haven't worked it out really yet. Self-consumption, self-sufficiency
what's gonna
today,
happen? So
72%.
You know what's going to happen? You're going to be at work, and somebody's going to be in your house, and they're going to be, they're going to
Fucking
be
my wife?
leaving all the lights.
Yeah. Oh no,
leaving all
doubt.
the lights on. You're going to be like phoning up, giving it. Who's left the lights
I've
on?
already thought of that. Like I'm already a dad.
Do you know how many
anyway,
sats that could have got?
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh,
totally.
that worries me a little bit, to be honest.
But if you start to use every last ounce watt of spare energy running a miner, you do need to I mean, this triggers the big. Like I put it this way: I'm not against the gas flared mining. I'm not against nuclear mining. I'm not against energy mining is a good thing, but energy mining includes solar mining.
Yes.
Right. So that bothers me with this.
Marty.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Marty is pumping his own bags, and what he's saying is correct, but it's not exclusive. It's not exclusively correct. So, and he sort of talks down the other side.
Well, he talks about the environmental impact of solar panels and
lithium, which is true. Like it's not like it's a zero impact on world or child labor or whatever you want to call it, but there is good to be had there. And so if you put a shed load of solar on your roof, and all of a sudden have 8 kilowatts a day or whatever it is,
So, I mean,
and you start using that to mine Bitcoin to help secure the Bitcoin network, that is also good.
Yeah.
And I would like to see Marty come around to that way of thinking, not just pumping his own thing. Because I think his thing is also good.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, the thing is with my setup, I really feel like I need a battery, but the battery tech and the cost of it is just ridiculous.
Yeah, but 6 years is what so I spoke to a solar installer about this recently, and he said 6 to, depending on yours, whatever, 6 to 8 years payback.
On a battery?
Yeah. Now, obviously the tech's going to change a lot in 6 to 8 years. Can you hit me up while I talk? But you've previously, so I can understand why people would say, nah, battery is not for me because it's not the right thing to do yet. But
Just checking if that comes through the mic, I don't know.
But you've previously said you're in your forever home.
Yes,
Now,
exactly.
yeah, I'm not going to hold you to it, but like you're at least there for a while yet, right?
I'm not going to not leave because you're like,
I said on a pod once.
I told that, so I wasn't going to leave.
Yeah, see, but that's where we're different. I would never say that because
You would never say
because I would like. I'm not saying that because I know I could be lying and I'm not prepared to do that.
Well, you're a weirdo.
Maybe.
My current plan today is that's my forever home.
But you're certainly not going anywhere anytime soon.
No, and I'm not leaving this area. Like I love it. So unless my wife leaves me
dictators
and
can take complete control.
Yeah. Actually,
yeah.
what would happen if my wife left me? Who gets my house?
Oh well,
that'd be awkward.
I've got a few friends that have gone through that situation recently, and generally that is what happens.
It's messy. Actually, I got a friend in the same boat.
Yeah, it's not nice.
I'll take the solar panels.
And let's hope that doesn't happen. Let's be more. I'm positive today. Let's be positive. You take the solar panels.
Yeah.
You can have the kids. I'm taking them. I'm taking the S19 and the panels.
Yeah, and my seed plate and the coal card.
The seed plate,
That's all that matters.
Well, it's not all that matters.
Hey, I'm trying to be a Bitcoin maxi.
Yeah. Hi to all your family. I think they're lovely people.
They are lovely. My wife puts up with me.
Must be difficult.
No, I reckon.
Yeah. So are you looking? Well, so first, I think you should go battery. But
yeah.
Here's the opportunity cost is not buying more Sats. But spending it on a battery now, or if you had,
well, I just
what's
spent.
the battery cost? Did
the
guy give you a quote?
No, I didn't ask. I just talked to him about it, and he said, I think he said maybe 11,000 or something for a Tesla Powerwall, and that's which is interesting. It's a 13 kilowatt battery, and I do 13 kilowatts of storage of solar.
So that means, is that what you do? You get a battery of the same size as your insulation?
No. I don't know.
Oh, that's just
I don't know.
I don't know exactly.
I don't know if the Powerwalls are different sizes or if he was just saying Powerwall.
Because like a battery, surely the battery charges till it's charged and then can't take any more, and then it just feeds into the grid.
Feeds in at night or whatever.
No, it feeds into the grid, but you just don't get paid for it.
No, not the battery. The solar does.
No, but if you're like right now, if you're producing 13 kilowatts and it's going into the grid, but you can only get paid for 5 or whatever the max is. But they still take the other 8, don't they? They just don't pay you for it.
Yes.
It's not like it's just getting sent into the ground.
No, I don't believe so, no. So it makes sense for me to use as much as possible during the day, obviously.
Yeah, either use it or, use it.
Yeah.
I mean, it actually probably makes sense for you to use the whole thing and then continue to pay the grid for the extra energy once you get the...
I wondered that because there is a way to appeal to or ask to have your limit feed-in tariff greater than 5 kilowatts. But I thought
locally you can get. I've heard of people who've got to 7.
Yeah, but then I thought I don't. No, exactly. I don't think I do. It was like, why would I want to give it to you to get 6 cents a kilowatt or something stupid? It's bugger all.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a daily amount, but still, it ends up being $30 a month or something. A quarter, which is fuck all.
What?
Yeah, so I looked up Red Energy, and
what you're feeding in is getting that, but your bill has your own consumption has gone down.
Exactly,
yeah, okay.
exactly. So I'm paying.
So you're
less.
not paying you're paying the what do you call it, the supply charge, whatever that, the connection charge, and then so that's, you still have to pay that. Your feed-in amount is pretty negligible, but the other part, which is like a third or something, I think it's a third, kind of.
Yeah, okay.
Or it was years ago. I don't know if it still is, but you're not paying that at all now. So that's your saving.
Yes,
your use.
Yes, yeah. Except at night.
Except at night, yeah. Okay, so as soon as the sun goes down, but that changes if you have the battery, right?
Yes.
And you know how you use all those electrical appliances after dark, so...
Yeah.
There's a gecko again.
Talking about Xbox, not vibrating dongs. Actually, people are going to think I'm gay. The amount I talk about dongs. Oh no,
I think you're gay. Let's be honest about it.
My wife thinks I'm gay.
Really? Does she?
No. She has said, if anyone's going to turn, it's going to be Brendo. I'm like, oh fuck, all right.
That's funny.
You know what? If there was a strapping young dude with wicked tits and a vagina, I'd probably find it hard to not turn.
Go to Thailand.
Yeah. That's the other way around, isn't it?
Maybe it is, yeah. Maybe it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think you should go battery, and then I think you should. But then, I realised this only got installed like yesterday or whatever it was. But how soon are we going to have a miner running in your garage? And I'm not talking a Thai boy. A miner on a Peloton or something.
A miner.
A miner, yes.
Yeah. I don't know. I've had a brief look at the different miners that are out there. So you got your S19s, S9s, are they?
Yeah, the S9 I think are the old ones. But
the S19s are so expensive.
Absolutely, but
not Bitmain. There's another one. Yeah, I don't know enough about it. And the thing is, I don't want to drop 15K on a, you know what I mean, and just be like, I don't know how to do this.
Do you know what you want to do? Is you want the market to capitulate, and anybody who's running S9s to be not making any money and desperate to sell their S9s for anything they can get, because that happened before.
Well, Kosovo, Russia, I'm looking at all these things at the moment where they're talking about banning potentially.
Yeah.
But I'm like, well, maybe they're going to put them on the market for cheap.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. That. But yeah, so if you could, because it was this, I mean, See, when you start saying things and you go, oh, I actually don't know if this is true. like, but there was the case where the S9s went down massively in price, and you could buy them on, whatever, eBay, for like
$400 or something.
No, like I think it was like $25 at one stage.
Jesus.
But then obviously when the price started to run, and then China did their ban, and obviously it was very profitable for everybody to mine.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden the S9s became profitable again, and then so the price has gone back up again. But what my point is, so you want the market to crash, and you want countries to ban mining. And then you want to pick up whatever you can pick up.
I mean, just because of my technical know-how, I'm just worried that I'm gonna, if I drop a whole ton of coin on.
But you're not gonna go buy an S19, are you?
No.
Go buy an old shitty thing and try and learn.
Let's see what happens. Yeah, but how much is an old shitty thing?
I have
now?
no idea.
Yeah.
This is why we need someone to come on and talk about this, don't we?
We do.
Or does anybody? Are you? I don't know. What about this? Are you interested in somebody? Talking you through your installation at your house.
We could do a on the job dictaphone on the roof.
Yeah.
All right, here we are. Pissing down rain.
There goes Hats. He's just falling off. Oh, did I tell you about the cow? I told you about the cow, didn't I?
Owen's cow. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What? So, you tell people.
Can we say this? Because
why not?
Owen has kindly agreed to barter with us for some meat.
What's he bartering?
Well,
okay. You're being careful. Yeah. Yes.
He's kindly agreed to barter with us for some.
How many people do you think listen to this fucking pod, dude?
Nobody.
No, exactly.
You think the CIA are on it?
Yeah, exactly. Brisket's a spook.
I think who would this? Oh, there's a question. Of all the guests so far, who's the most likely to be the spook?
Catan.
No. He'd be a good spook though.
He would be great.
Oh my god! Imagine Catan was the spook.
I don't know.
I would cry myself to sleep. I would be so upset if that was true. I don't think you're the spook.
No, if he is, he's a great. He
spook.
Deserves to be.
Oh yeah,
because he's fantastic.
But
see, I'm typing in S9 and I get Samsung.
Oh yeah. But yeah. So I think it'd be good to have a pot where we're like two idiots. Well, no, to be fair, you're a tinkerer and you're more technically capable than me. Like you've been, using whatever Tor and streaming, whatever it would have been back in the day since Napster or something, right?
Oh, LimeWire, all that kind of shit.
You've done all that, right? So, and you're a gamer and you're technically, and you run whatever you run at work. So
and yet somehow I didn't discover Bitcoin until 2020. That's ridiculous.
Why did that not happen? Why is it so dark in here? It's very dark. We're just sitting in the dark. Hang on. Talk to the people.
There we go. I don't know what to say. I was going to sing and I thought, no.
Somebody says to you, tell me a joke.
I'm terrible at that.
Yeah, I never know a joke until somebody tells a joke.
I'm always impressed with people that can just rattle off anecdotes and jokes and all that kind of stuff because I never can. I can retain one joke. And I could tell it to you now, but it takes too long. So
there's an English guy called Tim Vine. You know who Tim Vine is? He's got like the world record for the number of jokes he tells in his show or something, and it's unbelievable. Like
one-liners.
Yeah, one-liners, and they're very family friendly generally. So and you see kids will probably love it if anybody's listening. Yeah, well worth a listen. Tim Vine, and he's unbelievable. I just don't understand how somebody has the capacity, the mental capacity to remember that.
But
much
any
stuff.
comic is like that. They've got that much of a repertoire, especially the really experienced ones.
Yeah.
Can I just digress for a second? So I want you to read this for me aloud, courtesy of Wiz.
Okay.
Okay, go.
Purple burglar alarm.
Oh, you took too long. Do it again.
Purple burglar alarm.
Do it again.
Purple burglar alarm.
Damn it.
I know but there's some Scottish people would find that pretty.
Purple burglar alarm. Yeah.
Pretty.
So yeah, the idea is that Scottish people can't say it, but Hats is not really Scottish. So
have you ever? So you have to say, space SPACE ghetto GHE whatever it is TTO space ghetto in an American accent.
Me?
You?
Is this going to be like a swear word?
No, it's good.
Space ghetto.
That's a Scottish girl saying Spice Girl.
Space ghetto.
It's good, right?
Space ghetto.
Space ghetto.
Space ghetto.
Space ghetto.
Have you heard the Michael Caine one?
Go. Give me a clue.
So yeah, to sound like Michael Caine, you've just got to say his name, but you say my cocaine. So you go
my cocaine.
Now, don't wait for a Scottish go. My cocaine. My cocaine.
Clearly, it's just a Scottish.
Don't you reckon?
No.
My cocaine.
Oh, that's a bit better.
Yeah. Here we go. My cocaine.
That was better.
Yeah. What the fuck are we talking about?
I have no idea how we got to that. Yo, you just made me say that.
Yeah, and it failed.
And the other
Sorry,
one is-
Wiz. I tried.
The other one is the lift. You know, the Scottish guys in a lift. You seen that one trying to get to
Oh, the video and they're
7
yelling at
and
the
11.
thing. Yeah,
11,
that is
7. Yeah, that's fun. That's on YouTube.
That's funny.
I've had that sent to me by basically everybody I've ever
Yes.
met.
Do you
Have
get
you
that?
seen
Do you
this?
get that every time?
Yes.
Like
Oh,
being a
man.
local Scot, it's like, oh, he must like this because it's got bagpipes in it.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, yeah. Haggis. I do. To be fair though, I do quite like haggis. But hi haggis. But no, I do like good haggis is great. Bad haggis is not good, and I've only ever had bad haggis
Well,
here.
what about? Oh, really? So the one you fed me was bad? Is that what you're saying?
Probably.
Little balls, little crumbed things. I thought that was quite okay.
Oh, okay. Maybe it was. Okay, credit to Mrs. Hats.
Oh, she make them?
Well, she wouldn't like. She's not a sheep. But yeah, she was a chef.
Touche.
Oh yeah, that's what I was going to say.
What?
This is all over the place. So the bartering with Owen.
Oh yeah.
So we're about to barter for a cow.
What are we? What are we
quarter
giving him?
cow. We'll give him, I don't know, love and support.
Some free airtime on the Two Bit Idiots pod.
Yeah.
Prime time.
Prime time. Everybody's listening. I wonder if nobody is listening right now, and we're literally just.
No one is listening because this is recorded.
But he's a good point. But you still have to feel like you're talking to a person, right? Do you feel like you're talking to a person? Anyway, let me
Not
tell this.
not really.
Let me tell the story,
yeah.
right? Honestly, the wine's gone down.
Yeah.
But you know, it's Hats. It's Hats the cow.
Yes,
That's the cow.
Yeah, so anyone who
Gonna be
listened
dead
to
soon.
our pod, is that actually legit or is he just taking the piss?
No, he said,
No.
yeah, that's the hat. That's the cow.
So the
That's
the cow that I named Hats, we're gonna eat, and more specifically, Hats is gonna eat Hats.
Hats eating hats.
That's awesome.
There
He
you
was
go.
so cute.
I know.
Well, he's still cute because he's
But
not,
is
not
it-
dead yet. But he's gonna
yeah.
be so delicious.
Yeah. You just don't care, do you?
No.
I do. Do you not get emotionally? I would get emotionally attached to the animal if I was trying to do that job. I couldn't do that job. I'd be terrible at it.
Yeah, to be honest, probably. But I mean, he's not down there scratching their belly and rolling around
No,
and
I mean, it's
throwing
not
a
like-
tennis ball for them.
No,
or
I mean they're
anything.
not coming in and sleeping in the house.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they. I
Well,
don't know what they
yeah.
happened when we left. But yes, but it is a good thing for people to be reconnect in some way with the fact that a steak is more than just something that comes in a styrofoam and plastic wrapper in the supermarket. Realizing that it is a piece of meat that comes from a cow from a field, that's looked after by this farmer.
Somebody
Right.
said, "Oh no, is this James? Is it James Santee?
Not
And-
give me a clue.
He followed. I think he followed both of us recently. He might have been. He said like ex-JP Morgan or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
know what you're talking about? Yeah.
Yeah. But he said
Can't remember
something.
the guy's name.
He commented on something, and he said that basically, all of this sort of supply shortage, all these meat shortages, are really the whole local farmer is kind of coming into its own, or the butcher is coming back. You know what I mean? Which is fantastic.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. I'll be honest. You can talk for yourself, but I really enjoyed going up to farm. I've enjoyed Owen's company the last whatever we've met, but
Lovely guy.
But I also selfishly I'm quite keen to secure my beef supply in the future. Like if I can't get any beef in the butcher or the supermarket, then what am I going to do? So that from a purely selfish point of view, it's not altruistic. It's it's great to see a guy doing that, but also it's win-win, value for value. That's the point.
Yeah, but I just wanted to say, like in our area, how many farmers, like cattle farmers, are out there and actually doing that kind of small scale stuff?
I think there's probably lots, but it's very difficult to connect with them. Like,
And or that it's difficult for them to get a license
oh yeah, completely.
to be able to do it,
Yeah,
which is ridiculous.
Totally.
Yeah.
So I'm sure there will be a lot of people that are doing like a kind of bartering. I know it's not a veggie guy, but like the local veggie guy will trade meat with the local, cattle farmer for beef when it's time, or to take the eggs from the chickens or whatever you do. And there'll be a lot. I'm sure there's quite a lot of that going on. But yeah, the whole licensing bureaucracy is probably an absolute nightmare for these people.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So I mean, it's back to what we sacrifice for our convenience, isn't it? Like I would love to go to
which again is human nature. It comes back to the quickest, easiest fucking solution.
Yes, thanks for noticing the point I was making.
Oh, is that what you were going to say?
Sorry, no,
Did I just...
no, it's all good. But I'm just being a dick. But
oh, clearly.
But yeah, but like I would love if every week I could drive to the avocado farm to pick up my local avocados, or drive to the cattle farm to pick up my my beef, and I'd love that. But the problem is we don't have the time. We might want to, but we don't even. It's hard enough to go to the supermarket and the butcher and the greengrocer, right? So people mostly just go to the supermarket because they're just taking away the pain points, and it's easy and it's quick and it's whatever, but
convenient.
But then the problem is you're absolutely captured by Coles and Woolies.
Yeah.
And at that point, as are the farmers. Look at all the stuff about milk, and the fact that milk is sold under cost and things. That's awful for the farmers. But what else can they do?
Yeah.
Which is why we need to get away from this, like bigger is better. And that's what I used to do. That's what used to be my job. Like we used to aggregate demand.
Yeah.
Right, so that we could get a better price. I used to do that for a living.
I used to have some more of this before I drink it all.
Yeah, knock it out. But get yourself. Let's go.
I need a bit.
But yeah, we need to get away from that because it's not. Well, what was it? The antibiotics. Like 80% of Americans' antibiotics are made in China.
I don't know.
Like I remember reading that recently, and I was like, that's absolutely ridiculous. Now the only reason for it is because it's cheaper.
Cheaper, yeah.
There's no other reason than the fact than cost, right? So, I mean, there might be, there'll be other reasons in the sense that maybe there's not the factory, there's not the skill set, or there's not the whatever, but the starting, the base reason for it is cost. But that puts you at a massive risk, and countries can't do that. It's crazy. It's crazy to do that. But what else has been good? Anything?
Probably. I don't know. You know me. I don't prepare.
I know, but Meatloaf.
Oh yeah,
Were you sad to see Meatloaf go?
Was it?
Were you?
I don't know.
No.
Oh yeah, he's fine. You
would do anything for
my favourite
joke, but you wouldn't do that.
No. My favourite Meatloaf thing was him in Fight Club.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I didn't watch
with the tits.
I didn't watch Meatloaf. I didn't watch Fight Club for years. I thought,
fucking love that.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Oh my god,
it's a grand. I don't know, when did it come out? Like 2002 or something?
Yeah, probably. I'd say 99 or something.
Yeah,
even.
maybe.
Yeah.
And I probably didn't watch it until like 2015. Yeah, crazy. And then I watched it. I was like, oh my god, that is a great movie.
Edward Norton's one of my favourite actors.
Yeah. Do you ever watch what's the one where he kicks a guy's
face? American History X.
Oh my god.
But how he was jacked in that movie as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's hard
for work.
Yeah.
Right? So that's why you respect these actors, because they actually put themselves through effort to get their reward. Effort for reward, that's what it should be.
Anyway, what about Meatloaf? He's dead. Is that the thing?
No, I was just like, I don't know.
Were you a Meatloaf fan?
Wasn't a Meatloaf fan.
We haven't talked about Betty White or...
Oh, Betty White, yeah.
Or, I don't know, there was some comedian guy today.
Let's talk about dead people on the podcast. That's good. Do you know, I used to end up working in an office back in 19canteen. When would it be? 98.
Yep.
And we had a game called Celebrity... 1988? Somebody can go check if they want to. But... Right, roughly that time, and we had a game called Celebrity Deathmatch, which was a take on something else. I think there was actually something else called Celebrity. Yeah,
it was like a plasticine stop motion thing.
Yeah, so it must
have
been
MTV, I think.
Yeah, somebody must have stolen it from that. But everybody in the office, well, not everybody, but like the sick people, so I was included.
Everybody had
to have it. It's like what's it called? What do you do in Australia? Footy tipping.
Yeah.
But instead of like picking results, you had to pick deaths for the year.
In
right?
the office?
No, not in the
Oh.
office. That would have been good.
You just said sick people. I'm like, holy shit, that is morbid.
No, it wasn't. Oh, that would have
Janice is next.
been. Oh, yeah, she did die. Shouldn't have brought that up. So you've gone too far. No, but, and I still remember the day the Queen Mum died. In my office, there was probably 5 people dancing. Like,
Oh, they got it. They picked it.
Picked the Queen Mum. Was that 98? Something like that. Somebody could check it. But yeah, that's a good game.
That's a good.
Who would you? Okay, so yeah, Betty White, legend.
Yep.
I love some of the quotes from Betty White. But who would you? Who's next to go?
Like celebrity.
Whatever. Something people know. So I guess.
Oh, Bob Saget or whatever, the Full House guy.
He died.
Yeah, had a heart attack or a stroke or something.
Huh. Well, you can't pick him.
No, I can't pick him. I will pick. Who's your favourite celebrity? Just quickly.
My favourite I'm a celebrity.
Oh, favourite anyone.
That's old.
No, not necessarily.
Oh, you want to go
anyone?
You're young. No, that's
Could be
hard.
suicide. Could be drug overdose.
That's biggestsuicide.com. We should talk
It's
about
your
that,
fucking game.
the Queen's going to die.
Mm.
I mean, the Queen wants to die. I mean,
You're not a monarchist, are you?
No.
Just checking. That's two Queen and Queen. You know.
What?
Well, you said Queen Mother. Now you're talking about the Queen. I'm
Oh, no,
like,
well, the first one, some people did want to die, and this one I'm saying she's going to die, so that probably doesn't make me up there with the highest monarchist in the world. But no, I'm not a monarchist, and that's just, a monarchist is just, that's like pre-mine. It's a pre-mine, that's all they are.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good way of putting it.
It's the same thing, right? Proof of, they just fell out the right hole, and they landed in a shitcoin.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And how amazing is it that they've just ditched Prince Andrew? Right?
Yeah.
They don't care. They've just literally. I mean, I'm not making.
Well, I think there was some pressure. It was a long time, a long sort of period of accusations, all that kind of stuff. Before they've probably gone, oh, we better get rid of him.
Right, but I mean, they have. I'm no excuses for Prince Andrew. I hate Prince Andrew. Right? He's clearly a monster.
Yeah.
But he is their family, and they just cut him off. Bye bye.
Same as Harry
but he hasn't actually gone through the court yet.
Oh yeah.
So it's like.
So he could be found not guilty.
What if he's found? I mean, he isn't not guilty. He's clearly guilty. But did you watch the interview with Emily Maitlis on the BBC? You should. No. It's hilarious. It's painful, but it's good.
Is this the one where he talks about not having sweat glands?
Yeah, he couldn't
something?
sweat, and I'm not sure if that's my hand attached to my arm or whatever else he said. Anyway,
no.
Well, let's hope it's Prince Andrew. Let's hope he dies next. I'll go for Prince Andrew.
Okay.
He'll be suicided.
For someone who isn't a monarchist, you seem to know a lot about the royal family.
You cannot avoid it when you live in Scotland.
You've been here for how many years?
Yeah, no, but you still won't look, right?
No.
Well, no. Well, I do. You still want to know what's going on. Well, if you left here, and you would still be interested in what's going on.
Yeah.
Nah, see you. See you later.
Well, what's to be interested in this country at the moment?
Well, that's a bit true everywhere.
All right, what have we done? We're going to wrap it up. Bitcoin. How about Bitcoin, eh?
Have we talked about Bitcoin at all?
Probably not.
Bitcoin
we've become like, was it Perez Hilton or one of those gossip?
Oh my god,
gossip things. Is he still a thing?
I thought you said Paris in a funny voice.
Perez Hilton.
Who are you talking about? Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah.
I think I know who you mean, but no.
But all the gossip columnists on the morning TV shows.
Fuck all to talk about when Bitcoin's tanking, because of
course. Why? Well, true.
Well, no, I mean people are keep building. Well, but you know
that's the point though. It's just like price is tanking, but you know so much is going on in the background. So Dorsey, Mallers, all these.
Well, there's a good one. Did you see his tweet?
Who?
Mallers.
No.
You need another one. He dropped another one. Hang on, let's get there. You want to find
it? Is it to do with Turkey?
No,
you find it. You probably saved it. No.
Well, I've got another one here. No, you find it because I want. This is my tweet of the week. Oh, so
you want to end on that, eh?
End on this guy.
He's so prepared.
Prepared. Yeah.
Jack Mallers, where is he? Why is he not? Oh, there you go.
Yeah, Jack is just building, which is. And I know some. I know. See, here's some of the maxis, and I like them, the real toxic ones. But I have to say I like them so they don't come after me. But they give Malers a bit of a hard time because he's using stable coins and stuff. But okay, there's a question.
What?
Is there room for pragmatism?
In what way?
Like Michael Saylor, Jack Mallers, you know, they are engaging in the middle, like between fiat and Bitcoin, right? Like Saylor's doing his, you know, Bitcoin Council, whatever it's called, Energy Council thing, and Mallers is engaging with stable coins, and he's talking to CNN and all this stuff. So they are flirting with the middle. Now, what they would say
is there room for it?
They would call that pragmatism. Like we have to bring we have to bring people on board. Blah blah. This is how we're going to do it. Is there room for it?
In my opinion, yes. Otherwise, it's underground forever. You know what I mean? Like you've got Mallers doing stable coins to transfer or what is it? Global remittances and stuff. You know, and to show someone like the IMF or whatever, whomever.
So it's
how quick and instant and cheap it is.
Yeah, so it's the Trojan horse.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So they know exactly what they're doing, and they're just playing a game, and it's pragmatic, and that's okay.
Yeah, and there's going to be, well, I guess for me it is, but
and I'm not saying I disagree. I'm just
but you're bound to have your whomever's bitching about it and saying, "Oh, you're not just Bitcoin." But sorry, I'm looking at you and not talking to the mic.
I see. Yeah, and they're good because the volume got all weird on yours. It's a pain. My volume is always crap.
Yeah.
I don't know why I think about that. I'm still sort of struggling with that because I'm like, if you know something is wrong, should you engage with it at all?
But how does Bitcoin become global money?
Well, slower.
Without that?
I think the answer is slower. It wouldn't happen as quickly. Just in case nobody understood, slower. But it wouldn't. It'd be much more of a process than a bang. And arguably, so like, even if there are people coming to Bitcoin every day, right? So if there are no new developments, they will still come.
Yep.
So in some ways, that's actually a better outcome than a big bomb going off and a global, fiat collapse.
Well, okay. Why will they come if nothing's happening? Why will they come?
Because I tweet about this, right? If every time, not every time, but lots of times, I would say probably most times when I tweet, I will include the hashtag Bitcoin, right? Or Bitcoiner or Sats or something, right? And
you won't or you will?
Excuse me, I will.
Yeah.
And the reason I do is because obviously it's searchable, whatnot. But it also, when you do it, it tells you how many times that any hashtag, not just Bitcoin, when you tweet on Twitter, it tells you how many times that hashtag has been used in the last hour.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh.
So and just anecdotally or whatever.
Yeah.
From my, I do it most times. So my number the number's somewhere between 2,000 and 4,000, always, right? Not always, but that's what I would say it is, right? So and it's usually in the sort of 3,000s somewhere. Burglar or Corm. So let's say go to your last tweet and look at what the reach was. Can you see it?
My last tweet.
Yeah. Your own one. And so let's say the average reach impressions is like 100. Profile.
Oh, introducing NFT profile pictures.
God.
I saw this before. I'm like, ugh.
Twitter, what are you doing?
Well, Jack's gone. Oh, I just said got it. Is that bad? I hit the wrong button.
Got it for what?
I don't know. As in, I understand.
Oh, you've now got an NFT
profile.
No.
Okay, so my last tweet was bear markets are where shitcoins go to die.
Right.
Right.
When did you send that?
Yesterday.
Okay. How many? Can you get into the analytics or whatever of it?
Tweet activity.
Yeah.
All right. So
how many impressions has that got?
762.
Oh, get you. Bitcoin Brendo from 2bitidiots.com.
Well, you're the one saying
no, but
2,000 or something.
Yeah, no. What I'm saying is when people use the Bitcoin hashtag.
I didn't do any hashtags.
No.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Sorry.
Right, so when people use the Bitcoin hashtag, roughly it's happening 3,000 times an hour, right? Let's go 3,000 times an hour.
So people
and
come
when
across
you,
it.
if you've tweeted there and you've got 700 and something impressions on a single tweet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Probably no like because it was awful.
No, fuck off. It was good. I bet you liked it.
Probably.
Like the sympathy like.
Did I?
No, probably not.
Oh my god, look at that! You just had to scroll down.
Yeah, I did. There you go.
There you go.
There
Okay,
you are.
okay, but so I was just going to say, even if the average tweet gets 100 impressions, that's what is that? 3,000, 30,000, 300,000. That's 300,000 people being exposed to Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Every hour.
Good point.
So no matter whether Sailor or Mallers or anybody else keeps doing what they're doing,
Yep.
the average pleb like you and me are introduced that we're not going to stop this. Well, I'm certain you can do
No,
but
no.
we're not. And there's so many people like us that are going to be exactly the same.
Yep.
So people are being exposed all the time, and some of those people, even if it's 1%, that's still, what is that? 300,000, 1,000, no, 3,000. Excuse me.
You're the mathematician.
Yeah, clearly. So 3,000. If 1% of people decide to get involved in Bitcoin as a result of all of those tweets,
Yeah.
that's 3,000 people.
Network effect.
Network effect, and every single one of those 3,000 people that get involved, if 1% of them start tweeting about Bitcoin, that's 30 more,
Mm.
and then they have the same. The tweets on Bitcoin go up to 4,000 an hour, 5,000 an hour, 6,000 an hour. Can't stop it. Inevitable, forever law. Yeah.
All right, let's wrap this up. It's been an hour.
All right. Let's wrap
I
up.
was hoping to actually get this right on an hour because I'd love that one day to have an exactly
Are
60
you
minute
OCD?
pod.
Are you kind of OCD?
I think I must be.
How's your
a little
beans?
bit.
Are they lined up in the cupboard, or do you have beans?
No, I'll just check my fly there.
How's your beans?
Yeah, that's all right. Frank's okay.
No, but are you? I am. I'm a completer.
No, because
Oh, you're clearly not a completer. I could have told you.
Ja-
I could have told you
ja-
that. But no. But when you do the audio, you're like, oh, I need to move that. I need to move that chin forward by a quarter of a second. I'm like, cool. That's
there's
good.
an element of that.
Yeah,
That's
Brendo
why I
works.
like the video stuff as well. Like I like tinkering and editing in that way. This is not for a pod conversation though, so let's wrap this shit up.
Okay. So tweet of the week, David Da Silva Rossa. Now, hang on, let me just give you his.
He's in Friends, isn't he? Ding 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 ding.
So no one told you it was gonna be this way. You gonna keep going? No.
No.
At DL Da Silva Rossa, DASILVAROSA, right? I've lost it, Brendan.
Oh fuck.
I pressed back twice, but I'm
You'll
gonna
get it. You'll get it.
No. Okay, I will get it.
All right.
David-
We're finishing strong, mate.
David Da Silva Rossa, right? This was 2 days ago. I quit my job. We sold our little home.
Oh yeah.
We just sold the van we built and lived in. In a few weeks, we're getting married. The day after, we'll be on a plane to Mexico with our baby and 2 dogs. El Salvador comes next. Yes, we're scared, but also committed to freedom. David, you are legend of the week.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Mate, you're just grabbing life by the...
How is it? Is that going well? That tweet?
Yeah, thousands.
Yeah, I bet.
Good. Deserved, and hope he gets, I hope where are you off to? Mexico, then El Salvador, mate. Hope you and your family have a wonderful life. You deserve every single bit of it. Well done for taking a bull by the horns and just doing what's right, man.
We'll see you in Bitcoin City one day.
I hope so. Come on the pod. David, do you want to come on the pod?
That's a good idea.
Come on the pod. Tell us how it's going. Tell us how hang on, quit your job. He's sold this little house. He's in a few weeks we're getting married. The day after, so
He sounds a little busy.
yeah. Come on, and let's do it on Box night, or let's how's it, our wedding night.
Oh, yeah.
Hang on, darling. Let me just
We'll just
stop for a second.
stream in.
But David, come on the pod, talk to us. I'd love to know, or give it a couple of weeks to let me know how you're going, and come and talk to us and just mate. But if you don't, you have a wonderful life, man.
Yeah. All right, Hats. It's time to let this one go.
All right. I'm
Goodbye,
sad.
goodbye, all.
I'm sad. Bye. Hey guys, if you've made it this far, thanks so much for listening. The plan with the pod is to do sort of guests one week and myself and Brendo the other week, so hopefully that's working for you. If you don't like one of them, just listen to the one you do like. If you want a little bit more information from us, you can find it at bitcoin-first.com/learn.